You're stepping off your flight into the gleaming, futuristic city-state of Singapore, where towering skyscrapers blend harmoniously with lush green spaces. You're excited, your senses tingling with anticipation, ready to explore this island nation known for its orderliness, cleanliness, and rich cultural diversity. But wait. Before you dive into your adventure, there are a few things you need to know. Things that could make or break your experience here. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 things not to do when visiting Singapore. Stick around and you'll avoid some common pitfalls, save yourself from embarrassment and maybe even a hefty fine. Let's dive in. 10. Don't eat or drink on public transport. You hop on the MRT, Singapore's super efficient subway system, and it's spotless. Your favorite iced latte is in hand, but before you take that sip, pause. Eating and drinking are strictly prohibited on public transport here. In fact, you might spot signs on every door and seat, reminding you of this rule. If caught munching on a snack or sipping your coffee, you could face a fine of up to 500 Singapore dollars. It's serious business. Singaporeans take pride in their pristine public spaces, and this rule helps keep things clean and efficient. So, finish that drink before you board, or you might end up with a very expensive coffee. 9. Don't chew gum. This one's famous. Singapore is the no-gum city. But why? Back in 1992, the government banned chewing gum after vandals used it to disrupt the MRT system by sticking it on door sensors. Fast forward to today, and it's still illegal to buy or sell chewing gum in Singapore, except for medicinal purposes. So if you're a gum lover, leave it at home. Bringing gum into Singapore isn't illegal, but chewing it in public might get you some side-eye, or worse, a fine. Stick to mints or breath strips instead. 8. Don't disrespect local customs and traditions. Singapore is a melting pot of cultures, with Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Western influences all blending together. You'll find temples, mosques, and churches coexisting peacefully. But with that cultural diversity comes the need for respect. Don't walk into a place of worship wearing revealing clothing, and always remove your shoes before entering a temple or someone's home. Pointing with your index finger is considered rude, and never touch someone on the head. It's seen as disrespectful in many Asian cultures. A little mindfulness goes a long way in ensuring you're a respectful visitor. 7. Don't forget to stay hydrated and wear sunscreen. Singapore is practically on the equator, meaning it's hot and humid all year round. You'll quickly learn that Singaporeans carry umbrellas for both rain and sun. Dehydration and sunburn can sneak up on you, especially when you're busy exploring. So, don't forget to drink water regularly and apply sunscreen generously. A sunny day at Marina Bay Sands might turn into a painful experience if you ignore this tip. 6. Don't assume all locals speak English fluently. English might be the primary language of instruction in schools and used widely, but that doesn't mean every local speaks it fluently. You'll find a mix of languages spoken here, including Mandarin, Malay, and Tamil. If you find yourself in a situation where communication is difficult, be patient and try to use simple phrases or gestures. Singaporeans are generally friendly and will appreciate your effort to communicate clearly. 5. Don't litter, ever. Singapore's reputation as a clean and green city is no accident. Littering is a serious offense here, and you'll find that every street, park, and public area is meticulously maintained. If you're caught littering, even something as small as a cigarette butt or candy wrapper, you could face a fine of up to 1,000 Singapore dollars for first-time offenders. Repeat offenders might even have to do community service while wearing a bright vest that labels them as a litter bug. Not exactly the souvenir you want from your trip. Don't engage in public displays of affection. While Singapore is modern and progressive in many ways, public displays of affection, or PDA, are still frowned upon, especially in more traditional areas. Holding hands is fine, but anything more than that might draw disapproving looks or even a warning from the authorities. It's best to keep things low-key in public spaces and save the affection for private moments. 3. Don't smoke in non-designated areas. Smoking is heavily regulated in Singapore, and the list of places where you can't smoke is long. Parks, bus stops, public transport, restaurants. Basically, anywhere indoors and most outdoor public spaces are no-go zones for smokers. If you need to light up, look for designated smoking areas, which are clearly marked. Getting caught smoking in a non-designated area can lead to a fine of up to 1,000 Singapore dollars. 2. Don't skip the hawker centers. Singapore is known for its luxurious dining experiences, but if you skip the hawker centers, you're missing out on the soul of the city's food culture. These bustling food courts are where you'll find some of the best, most authentic, and affordable meals in Singapore. Michelin-starred street food exists here, like the famous soy sauce chicken rice at Hawker Chan. Don't let the modest surroundings fool you. These meals are legendary. 1. Don't assume it's all strict and no fun. Yes, Singapore is known for its strict rules and fines, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's all serious and no fun. This city is full of surprises, from its vibrant nightlife in Clarke Quay to the stunning gardens by the Bay light shows. There's an incredible blend of tradition and modernity, and you'll find plenty of opportunities to let loose and enjoy yourself. Just be mindful of the rules, and you'll have an unforgettable experience. Enjoy Singapore. So, there you have it, the top 10 things not to do in Singapore. Follow these tips, and you'll be well on your way to having an amazing, stress-free adventure in this dynamic city. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more travel tips, and share your own experiences in the comments below. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.